Hello everyone, my name is yndumndum. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I curate content based on hair, lifestyle, and anything that I find interesting about my life, all for your pleasure. So if it is your first time joining in today, please do not leave without liking, subscribing, commenting, and most importantly putting your notification bell on so that you can get notified for my next upload. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be addressing a few things that most of the natural hair population kind of struggle with, or the reasons why we struggle with our natural hair as a community, as personally. Like, some people just have certain struggles and certain reasons why they can't be 100% confident with their natural hair. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So a lot of people on my Instagram are asking me, what is texturism? Because not everybody has heard of it. So texturism is basically the concept or the implication that only specific natural hair textures are beautiful or attractive or acceptable. This can be self-inflicted. I'll speak for myself. Like, whenever I thought of an afro and the idea that I'll ever have an afro, in my head, in my mind, I just told myself that I'll only ever wear my hair out if it looks like Pearl Tussi's hair. I know, strange, right? But it's really something that actually happens, and the main reason why that actually happens is because that hair texture is the only hair texture that's actually represented in media. Let's be honest. It's the hair texture you see in movies, it's the hair texture you see in adverts, it's the hair texture you see on ambassadors for certain brands, especially before the whole natural hair movement actually started happening and we all just decided to embrace our 4C, coils. But like, most of the time media represented a specific type of texture, and that's what caused a lot of us to actually feel like that's the only texture that is acceptable, beautiful, etc. So that's what texturism basically is. And sometimes it's not implicated, it's just media, it's just society, it's just how things are. Sometimes we may blame the brands for using that specific hair texture, but Nati, we are the ones that are consuming content. So obviously brands are going to gravitate towards the people that are being watched the most, the people that are being followed the most, and it happens to be the people with that type of hair. So Nati, we also have ourselves to blame because we follow. Like, if you look at somebody with Pearl Tussi's hair texture, and you look at someone with 4D hair, like, chances are the one with Pearl Tussi's texture has more followers, has more subscribers, has more engagement, has more likes. So obviously brands are going to gravitate towards this person to represent their brand because they have a larger influence, right? Or they have a larger audience. So Nati, sometimes we have ourselves to blame because why are we consuming that? I'm not saying we shouldn't be consuming anybody. I'm not discriminating against anyone's texture, or I'm telling you who we should follow, who we should subscribe to. No, that's not what I'm doing. But what I'm saying is, sometimes the majority of us consume a certain type of content, but then we get surprised when it's dominant in media, when it's dominant in social media, when it's, but again, I'm not trying to imply anything here, but I'm just trying to put a point across here. So basically that's what texturism is, and I just hope that by the time you finish watching this video, you actually realize that we all have different hair textures, and you honestly just need to take care of your own, get to love your own, and get to be confident. But anyway, all of that is easy to say, but it's very difficult to do. So all of that led me to asking some of my followers on Instagram who have natural hair, because most of my audience, I think, are people that have natural hair. I don't know. Some of which currently have natural hair, some of which have given up on having natural hair. So I just posed a question and I asked them why or what they struggle with in terms of their hair, or why they think they can just never be confident in their own type of hair. And I managed to get quite a number of answers, and I was actually shocked at how many people are still in 2021 not confident in their hair. And if you're watching this and you are not one of these people and you happen to be confident with your hair, you happen to be able to take care of hair, you're able to take care of your hair, I hope that you consider that a luxury, a privilege, etc. because there are so many people that are not there yet. Because as much as there's a lot of information on, you know, social media and all of that, they just sometimes can't relate. Their hair just doesn't do what, you know, they wanted to do and all of those things. So if you are confident in your hair, you should really, really consider that privilege. But okay, anyway. So the first person says, dry hair, learning how to twist and just finding affordable products. I know, number one, prices are a major crisis. Prices are a major crisis, lol. Because natural hair products can be extremely expensive. I can totally understand the price situation, and I will try and find products on this channel that, you know, can cater to different, you know, sort of markets, people that can afford different things. I'll try to find the most affordable products that I also find good. Somebody said zimfichane, which means it's short. I cut my hair in July last year, but as funukula, I'm close to relaxing. Okay. I hope that Sonke Sinai understanding of genetics, right, when it comes to hair. I hope I don't need to get into that, because a lot of people have this idea that Tina, as natural hair influencers, we market products and act like they're gonna grow your hair. And no, that's not why we do that's not what we do natural hair content for. We understand the role of genetics, but whether you have good genes or not, if you don't take care of your hair, this is our bambi. Like, ask me. Now, if I could just sit down the whole week and not do or lock method or deep conditions, my hair looks horrible. My hair gets dry. It just looks ghetto. So let's just not get into that, cool. But genetics aside, now we all know that we have different genes. We all have different hair volume, hair density, hair yonkeland. But when it comes to hair growth, from my understanding, I understand that everybody's hair goes through a growth cycle. Unless you've got, I don't know, problems or alopecia or whatever. I'm not going to speak too much on those like skin problems or scalp problems such as alopecia, because my knowledge on it is not extensive. But all I'm going to say is everybody's hair goes through a growth cycle. So what I'm saying is everyone's hair grows every day. But when it seems like your hair is not growing, it is because your hair is actually breaking faster than it is growing, right? Which means you need to look at the reasons as to why your hair is actually breaking. And if I can think at the top of my head, I can think of heating your hair too much. I can think of styling your hair too often. You're leaving your hair dry and like not, conditioning it, deep conditioning it, using too much shampoo. There's countless reasons as to why your hair could break. Maybe sleeping on a cotton pillowcase. What else can break your hair? Yeah, that's what I can think at the top of my head. So I feel like if you feel like your hair is not growing, understand that your hair does grow. It's just that it breaks faster than it is growing. So what you need to do is focus on what you can do to stop your hair breakage. So if you're heating your hair every week or every month when you do hairstyles, try and stop that. Try deep condition. Try do treatments and all of that, and just see the progress that your hair is going to make. I'm not saying your hair is obande and all of that, because you must still remember your genetic makeup or whatever. But what I'm saying is try and take care of your hair. My edges are bone straight. It frustrates me, so I cut my hair every time thinking it'll change. Your edges are bone straight. I'm confused. Maybe I'll ask you to send me a picture of what you mean. So basically, your hair is like 4C at the back and then up at front it's straight. Unfortunately, that sounds like a genetic thing that you basically can't do anything about. So yeah, I don't know what I can say about that. And clearly it's not changing. As much as you're cutting your hair, it still doesn't change. So okay, it's genetic. I think you just need to accept it, honestly. Okay, just stay with your short hair if that's what makes you confident, right? Because remember guys, this video is not to say, oh, this is why you're not confident about your hair, do this, then grow your hair. No, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just trying to resolve issues that might be resolvable. But if not, just stick to your short hair, stick to your relaxed hair. It's fine. Whatever hair type or hair condition or hair state makes you confident, stick to that. Somebody else says, my hairline doesn't want to come back and the shrinkage can be demotivating. Ooh, the hairline is tricky because it can be genetic as well. But for the most part, I think it's definitely hair care. Like, what do you do to your hair? Do you pull on your hair too much? Do you do braids too much where you have weak and, you know, low density hair? Yeah, but oh, these dogs. So if you're doing like crazy hairstyles on hair that is, you know, naturally weak, on a hairline that's naturally weak, then I think you should, you know, try and stop doing that. Try and like not do any hairstyles at all for a while and see if your hair is gonna grow. Yeah, that's all I can say. Yeah, well, because I know a hairline can really bring your confidence down. Like, I know that for sure. Not that I know it personally, because now I've got a strong hairline, but I can just imagine if your hairline is not popping. Like, I know how that could feel, that could make you feel, and maybe you always gravitate towards braids or wigs, but those things are unfortunately only making it worse. So yeah, try and like avoid that and try and just take care of your hairline by using specific oils. I know there's oils that apparently enhance or stimulate hair growth, like castor oil daily, I think, if I can remember properly. But like, just try and take care of your hairline and then see how it goes. You see, a lot of people are saying their hair just doesn't grow, and again, I don't believe that. But if you really feel like there's nothing that you're not doing to make sure that your hair doesn't break and your hair still isn't growing, then I really can't say a lot about that because Anama does. Okay, I didn't touch on the shrinkage. Well, the shrinkage can be demotivating. Someone else said, I want to have it out, but also keep it moisturized, but also not have people touch it, but also shrinkage. Okay. You want to have it moisturized, but also keep it out. So are you saying that when you leave your hair out, it kind of gets dry? If that's the case, then it means you need to find a way to lock in moisture in your hair, whether it's out or not. So if you need to do the LOC method or the LCO method, depending on whether you have high porosity or low porosity hair, the type of conditioners you use and all of that, or yeah, just find a way so that your hair shouldn't, like the fact that your hair is out or you wear your hair out shouldn't bother the moisture. I don't know if that makes sense, but leaving your hair out shouldn't have an effect on the moisture of your hair, if that makes sense. And then you said, but also not have people touch it, but also shrinkage. Unfortunately, shrinkage, as far as we avoid that, we just need to deal with it. And I know different people have different levels of shrinkage. So you and I could have our hair out at the same time, stretched out and whatever at the same time. But the shrinkage percentage could be way more than mine. So that's also something that's genetic, and it's the response of your hair to the environment, the weather, the climate, etc. So my shrinkage could not be as short as yours. So I don't know, you just need to find a way like to be able to style your hair when it's in shrinkage, styling your hair when it's stretched. Because I personally have I've figured it out. Like, I know how to style my hair when it's stretched, and I know how to style my hair in shrinkage. So yeah, just figure those things out. You cannot get it to be soft. It's like still wundasekai. Okay, now, I'm gonna give you tips that I think will work for you. You can try them, and then just let me know. Number one, wash your hair with a clay mask, bentonite clay. What I found with me is that bentonite clay does soften my hair. It makes my curls pop and it cleanses my hair. So don't use a shampoo, just use a bentonite clay and maybe mix it with apple cider vinegar and you're good to go. Your hair will, I guarantee you, your hair will be a bit softer than what it normally is, right? And secondly, you need to deep condition very often. You need to at least deep condition once a week. If you're pushing it, once every 2 weeks. But deep condition your hair, because deep conditioning actually helps your hair. It gives your hair moisture. Moisture equals not hardness and dryness and lateness, you understand? And then obviously after deep conditioning, you obviously need to do your lock method to make sure that the moisture is locked in. If your hair feels dry 2 days after you've done your lock method, do it again. Personally, I'm an advocate for that. I feel like listen to your hair. Don't listen to Mang saying, no, you're supposed to do the lock method once after you wash your hair, then you do it again the following week. No, just listen to your hair, because Mang doesn't have your hair, right? The next person says, hair disappoints me. My crown area is balding and very itchy. I have big chopped 4 times. And to be honest with you, I don't know why that could be happening. It could be a serious problem that maybe needs medical assistance. I don't know, but I totally understand, and I hope you are confident and you're fine with your short hair. If it means that you must be like girl in a short hair, then do that. Like you said, you've cut your hair 4 times and there's still no improvements. I really think that you actually seek medical help just to make sure that it's nothing like that. Otherwise, just enjoy your short hair. Keep my like girl in short hair and just be confident in that, because I feel like short hair is beautiful as long hair. It doesn't always look good, and sometimes it shrinks too much. Oh, true. Natural hair will not always look good. Let's not even lie. I don't even want to lie to you. There's that TikTok where it's like what people think my hair looks like after wash day, or like a week after wash day, versus what it actually looks like.
What people think what look like versus what they look like most of the time.
And I need you guys to take note that if you don't, guys, I'm talking about the most basic thing, which is spraying your hair with water. Do you know how much difference that makes when your hair is like dry and shrunken and down? Like, it makes so much difference. Not using those products that you guys say we are marketing, or not doing these lock method that you guys say are complicated. I will show you what it does if you don't do that. Guys think we're just doing in J just for the aesthetics. No, sweetie, we're doing it for a reason. We're trying to make our hair look good. Thank you so much for watching up until this part of the video. Please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.